straight. Really? Because I'm useless. Oh, thank you. Thank you, whoever that was. Thank you, Chronica. Sorry, Methuselah. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, Methuselah, for that. Set the tone. Set the tone. Right then, let's see if our cats are going to fit on these bases or if they're bigger. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Is that? I have absolutely no idea where he is. He didn't come with me. Again. Thanks for tea. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, not doing it again.
Well, you might have to do it again. You can't be not doing it again.
I refuse. Was he not coming through the door?
Yeah.
That he decides that he doesn't like anymore. Get these sorted out. We'll get them stuck on a base.
You have to tell us what you're doing again, because no one could hear you.
Alright. So, this evening I'm going to be painting some cats from Bad Squiddo. I've got this rat from Blacklist Miniatures, and I've got a little fox thing that I am also going to get some paint on as well, because I'm planning on doing all the furry things all together.
Now we've got Kneecam today.
So, and then we've got a crocodile and a blink dog.
So is this your attempt to make up for the fact you haven't done an April animal by doing more than one?
Yeah, that's right. That's entirely right. Because all of these cats count as different ones, yeah?
Yeah, if you want. Have you said hello to everybody?
Well, I did say hello. Thanks, John. I said hello, but I didn't say hello to people individually.
Oh, well, let's say hello to everybody. So we have John, who was first on my little list today. Hello, John. Oh, we had a follow that you missed, I think.
Have we?
Yeah.
That must have been before we started.
Bedlam? I think that's how you say it. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I hope you're still here after the chaos, which was the beginning of the stream, because I wasn't there to look after him.
Take a lot of looking after.
You do take a lot of looking after. This is very true. Here, look, have a screen and you'll be able to see what's going on. Methuselah is here. I was here, but in a different room. Lady P's here. Hey, Lady P.
Hi.
Tony's here, and Wicked D's here.
Hi everyone.
Nico's here, and Sharon's here, and yay! Life's all good. Battlebane's here as well, and I'm sure I saw Quiet Boy at one point. Hey, Quiet Boy, how you doing? Being all quiet. I hope everybody is well. Everyone's waving now. Got some waving in chat. Wave back at Karaniko. I'm waving. You can't even see me, Karaniko. I'm waving anyway. Lady Pieces, how is everyone this fine evening? How was the Hollybebs? Are you all settled back home with a nice cup of tea now? Everyone wants knee cam. You've got leg cam. I'm on my second hot chocolate. Oh, do you know? The chicken likes to dance. Maybe Gary's gonna dance as well, Tony.
That should go on there, actually.
I have points, but refuse to trigger a chicken dancer shout. Now, yeah, I won't either. Nobody wants to see him dance.
No. Especially not me.
Mini break was amazing. We're all refreshed as Lady P. Visit to MLG was absolutely awesome. Well, it can't be that awesome. We weren't there. But you did say the boys had looked after you, so that's good. I'm glad that they looked after you. And I'm glad that the little one liked the bits and pieces. Hopefully you'll be able to put them to good use, or not. It's entirely up to you. There's a wild Pokemon in chat. And I'm sure that somebody asked how Warhammer Fest went, but I can't find it now. But I'm sure there was a question, which I'm sure that you can regale us with lots of exciting things from Warhammer Fest. Oh, look, you desubscribed. Oh, there's lots of words.
Oh my god, the MLGs are the best people in the world. They are super duper awesome. They make me do happy little dances. Bam, shakalaka, boom, boom, pow, wow, boop, boop, doo-doo.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Of course, it's all true.
Yeah, thank you.
Bam, shakalaka, boom, boom, pow, wow, wow, boop, boop, doo-doo. She reads it so well, doesn't she? Ah, dear. That was very good. Thank you very much for subscribing as well. It's very kind.
Yeah, thank you.
So, have you told everybody what you're doing, and then are you going to tell us all about Warhammer Fest?
Yeah. So I'm painting some cats and a fox and a rat. That's what I'm painting. I'm going to put some undercoat on them in a minute, but I am just going to fill up my glass. So.
Yeah, text to speech is funny, isn't it? You still can't get your name right though.
There we go. Right.
Are you sorted?
Yeah.
We weren't very sorted at all today, was we?
Got a drink. We're all good.
Your bed's too big, mate. No one can see.
And someone's nicked me primer.
I've got black primer. Do you want that?
Yes,
want
please,
that one
darling.
there?
Yeah, that's the one. So, went to Warhammer Fest. Got there to check in on Friday night. Didn't need to check in on Friday night. We didn't know. Instructions were vague. So we went out and drank loads of beer and stuff instead.
You've got some posters, haven't you? You can show people your posters.
Yeah.
What are they? I don't know what they're for.
We're gonna.
What are they for?
We're just gonna put them up at the shop.
Ah.
So this is some artwork from the new Leviathan set. That they had at the event. This poster that Lewis picked up, which is particularly cool. And then this one is a poster for the Angels of Death series that they've done on Warhammer Plus, which looks pretty awesome. So yeah, got freebies.
Yeah, those whole two things that were free when you paid your ticket price.
Yeah, there you go. That's the hat. So we got there and we played on Saturday morning, and we played the Heresy event that we'd gone to play in, and it was really cool. And everybody that I played against was like great. It was good. Didn't really get a chance to look around. Didn't see any of the previews or anything because we were too busy playing games. And then
I don't know if that might not be family friendly, John. for a start. And equally, I don't know how I make that so that people can't swear. Because even though, you know, we're all grown-ups, we keep our channel family-friendly because we're a family-friendly shop. So that's why. That's why we're family-friendly, because we're a family-friendly shop. If it was just us two, it wouldn't matter. But because it's the...
It's to stop rogue agents coming in and saying rudy stuff.
Whereas Wicked D stream, anything goes. Because she's not as sharp. So I, for one, I don't know how to do it, and for two, I don't know how I would be able to police it.
But we'll try and have a look, shall we?
Well, I don't even know where to look.
Okay. So, then Saturday night we left the thing, and a couple of the guys went to the quiz.
Didn't you play games on Saturday?
Quiz night, yeah.
So how did your games go?
Oh, I was just giving a quick overview.
Oh no, come on. What like people did you play against? What were they playing, and how did they go? And did you win? Did you lose?
So in the morning I played a chap called Will, and I can't remember if I found out his surname, to be fair, but he was a great chap, and he was playing as Loyalist Emperor's Children, and the game went very well in my favour, and I nearly killed everything that he had, so that went pretty well. It looked like it could go either way at certain points, but yeah, went all my way towards the end. And then after a little break, we played. Ooh. What's that?
It's music, sweetheart.
Oh, that's a music rather than a reward type thing.
Yeah, it's just music.
Okay. Yeah, so then we went for some lunch, and then we came back, and I had another game, and I played a chap called Craig, who was playing as Alpha Legion, which are the other Legion that I like to play as. But he was playing a different kind of army list to what I would use.
John says it's Night Lord music. Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
Pete says, hi, Jane. And pause to June.
So, oh yeah.
Oh, thanks for subscribing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, he was cool, and he was playing Loyalist Alpha Legion with some Blood Angels allies that he was trying to get killed, because that's how they get more points. And he did an excellent job of absolutely smashing my guys to pieces. So yeah, lost dramatically in the second game, won convincingly in the first game. So that was how they went. Had lots of fun. Hello.
Hello. It's you from a distant land shouting hello.
Yeah, both great games, both great chaps. Will, that I played against in the morning, had one of our advent calendars at Christmas. We chatted a little bit about that.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I told you that
Exactly, that's what I think, Pete. You didn't tell me.
Yeah. I said that I'd remember things as we went along, didn't I?
You did. I got out to paint, have you noticed?
Yeah.
Sitting here doing note.
I noticed. So yeah, that was cool. And then a couple of the guys went to the quiz, and me and the other chap that we'd gone with went to the pub.
You only had 2 tickets for the quiz, though, didn't you?
That was it, yeah.
So, you know, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, so we went to the pub, and then... dropped it.
John the Templar wants you to paint pink somewhere on a miniature.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We can definitely do that.
What have you got? What minis have you got?
I've got cats, a rat, and a little fox thing, so we could definitely...
the rat would definitely get some pink on.
Yeah, we could definitely paint some pink on the rat.
That proper jump scared me, says Lady P. Oh, sorry, Lady P.
He's had act. Sorry, that was my terrible Manuel impression.
That was terrible. I'm glad you told us because I don't think anybody knew what it was.
So, where was I? Yes, and then
You went to the pub again.
we went to the pub again, and then when the guys had finished at the pub quiz, we went to a great Indian restaurant called Akbar's and had a fantastic curry. But we couldn't eat it all, and then we brought some of it home.
And he's just had it for tea.
And I've just had it for my tea. So, and then after the curry, we went back to the hotel and went to sleep. And then Sunday morning, we got up, had a kind of a very relaxed morning, and sauntered in to the event.
We're here again.
Yeah, at about 12 o'clock, and we decided that we were going to go and try and watch the Warhammer Age of Sigmar reveals in the auditorium. So we went along to join the queue, and were told that the queue was now the queue for the 2 o'clock preview, and that the 12 o'clock preview that we were hoping to catch was full over an hour ago. So we didn't. So we didn't. So we went and had a little wander around, and there was just massive queues for everything. So there's a demo of Warhammer 40,000 10th edition. We didn't get anywhere near that all day because the queue said that it was 3-hour wait times, and it was no chance that we were standing there for 3 hours to have a 15-minute go at a game. So we didn't do that. We eventually managed to get close enough to the Golden Demon cabinets to have a look at those, but there was, and I took some pictures. And we had a wander around the tournament tables to see what everybody else was still playing, because there was a doubles event for Heresy, and what else? Yeah, doubles event, and there was the Warhammer 40,000.
As Will says, the shop queue was an hour just to pay for the thing that you wanted to buy. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't buy anything. The only thing that I thought I might have while I was there was a badge, like a sew-on patch thing. It was a Tyranid themed badge, because we didn't get all the other stuff. And I saw a price list on the table, and I thought, I'm not paying that for that, because I'm from Yorkshire, and that was like daylight robbery. Oh, it was like £7.50 for it.
Yeah, it was £7.50 for a sew-on patch, because it had the Tyranid logo on it. So we didn't do that, and then fortunately, when the boys that I was with, well, they were men, but when the lads that I was with wanted to get something themselves, they didn't actually have to queue as long as an hour, but I know that some people have been in the queue for a very, very long time. Queues everywhere. You couldn't get near any of the video game stands. They all had massive queues. It was just queues after queues after queues to try and get into anything. The only thing that we did really get to see was the minis for the new edition in the cabinet, and they look awesome. So the Screamer Killer for the Tyranids.
You allowed to take pictures of those?
Yeah, I did take a couple of pictures, but the best pictures are available on the website.
So have I seen the pictures of those?
Yeah.
I just put them in the video and don't even know.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm good like that. Oh, so there you go. If you look on the YouTube, apparently there's some pictures in the video, and I didn't know that they were pictures in the video stuff. Because I'm ace.
That's alright. It's my fault for not telling you. But I was very tired.
You weren't here when I made the video. You were driving home from Manchester. The organisation was not good. I take it you will have new box pre-order when it goes live. So that's what
Yep, absolutely.
you said the organisation wasn't very good, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, just like simple things for me, so if you wanted to have a go at 10th edition, I think there should have been a way that you could book a time slot, and I realised that they've probably managed that a little bit, because probably the time slots would have got booked up really quickly, but they only had 5 tables.
You needed more tables.
They only had 5 play tables set up for people to have a go. which wasn't really enough judging by how many people were there. And sorry, my head's getting a bit warm. But yeah, you couldn't book a time slot to go back or anything like that, and it was just a bit weird. So in previous events that I've been to, which had been quite some time ago, but the
Wild Pokemon in chat anymore?
funneled the people who wanted to look at the Golden Demon exhibit. Yeah, you can know him. Funneled the people for the Golden Demon in a certain way, and they handled the shop a lot better, and things like that.
You said that there was lots more to do as well.
Yeah, so there was always exhibits and big kind of like even just a wall where they'd put a load of the design sketches and other stuff, so you could look at some of the processes that go into. Some of the processes that go into the design of the minis and the games and the writing of the books and stuff like that. Something so you could read some of the lore, and it'd all be kind of
while you wait.
reproduced on the wall and stuff. And that there'd been the design teams would be there for like Q&As. And authors, so you could get your books signed and all sorts of stuff like that. There wasn't even a Black Library stand, a designated Black Library stand, which was a bit weird. There's always been like a White Dwarf thing in the past, and there was a couple of things that seemed really odd, which was there wasn't anywhere that I saw where if you wanted to sign up to Warhammer Plus, that you could go and sign up. And there wasn't anywhere where you could buy a copy of White Dwarf, which was really weird.
Quite a nice game.
Yeah, but
The Golden
like, just
Demon stuff was gorgeous, says Coroniko. Makes me want to throw away my paintbrushes. Oh, don't
Yeah.
be silly sausage. Your stuff's awesome. Asriel says they were not going to let the one-day tickets in until 10 a.m, but got a lot of annoyed people, so let them in at the same time. Then they got in before us, who had 3-day premium tickets.
yeah,
That's a lot of weird organisation, or no organisation then, isn't it?
yeah, it was really weird, really weird. So we got in about 9 o'clock on the Saturday because we turned up, but we had tournament passes, so we went in a separate entrance. And I hadn't noticed on the first day that there was a separate queue for the people who had paid for Golden Throne passes. And a Golden Throne pass was about £1,000 or something, and then you got loads of merch. It said on the website.
Didn't specify what merch.
Yeah, didn't specify what merch.
So you've got some stickers and a pen.
Yeah, you've got £1,500 worth of free merch for buying a £1,000 ticket to get into our event, but your ticket is it's a thermos cup.
We haven't seen what the prizes were. We were just guessing that it's going to be stuff like that.
Yeah.
Painting to that standard, says Tony, is a real endurance test. Not about skill, just endurance. I stopped doing that nonsense as it left me miserable. Well, it's about skill too, but mostly about endurance.
Yeah, well, there's one of the entries, and one of the other two guys that we were with had been looking round. They overheard the chap who had painted one of the minis in the cabinet telling somebody about it, and apparently he'd actually, because he'd produced a huge resin base, he'd painted the miniature that was on it twice in case the resin went wrong, and then he would have to redo it. So apparently it had taken 200 hours worth of painting to produce the minis, to get them to that standard, and then he'd had to like so 100 hours per mini, and then just in case it went wrong he'd painted the second one, which is a bit insane.
So he didn't even wait for it to go wrong?
No,
He
no,
just
no,
painted
yeah,
it just in case because he wouldn't have had enough time?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So, but I haven't looked to see on online or anything. Apparently they've announced the winners and stuff.
Yeah, I think Lady P might have seen who won.
I haven't seen, because we were working and then we came in and we had some tea.
we've been at work, and we got home late from work, and then we had to have something to eat, and then we had to be here, which was why it was a little bit more chaotic than normal. Even though nothing ever really goes smoothly, does it? Yeah. Tony says 102 hours is pretty standard. Azriel says we got a t-shirt, dice, 2 models, a rubbish. Oh, did you get like the golden throne thing then? Is this the golden throne thing, Azriel? We got a t-shirt, dice, 2 models, a rubbish mouse mat, a coin, a badge, a plastic water bottle in a swag bag for premium. Is that different to the
if you were, there was all sorts of different levels of ticket.
But that's what we thought, wasn't it? When they say merch, it's not, it's just stuff that maybe you won't really want, like stickers and pens and things.
Yeah, there was all sorts of different levels and different add-ons. So, fortunately for one of our party, who had only paid for his tournament ticket because that was an add-on, and hadn't actually paid for entry into the event, but he was supposed to have had both. But because he had paid for entry into the event on the Sunday, I've just seen Sharon's message there. Much more dedication than the winner of the Reaper contest who only painted the front.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. You wouldn't have said, would you? I'd feel terrible. I wouldn't have painted it, but
yeah. What was I saying? Yes. So you were supposed to have an event ticket, which was like 20 quid for the day, and then also purchase the tournament ticket, which was another £45. And he hadn't realised until like we were there, and the lady at the door had asked him to show his event ticket as well as the tournament ticket. But fortunately, he'd bought a ticket for the Sunday, and when he showed her the thing, she saw the bit that said day ticket and let him in without making him pay extra or turning him away. So yeah.
The Golden Demon winners are just painting, do nothing else, says Lady P. I compare it to the World Cup. That any team can enter, but don't expect to win anything when you're Rotherham.
Yeah.
Panda says, please feed me. Oh, it's so needy. Sharon says, yeah, I don't remember which one it was. No, I can't remember which one it was either, Sharon. Before the Space Mouse, or the Space Mouse, the winner went on the Reaper Facebook and kind of gloated he only painted the front and showed the back unpainted. That put me off that contest completely. Such poor sport. Yeah, it was, because it's based on trust, isn't it? Because it's just a picture. You've got to trust that, with the whole RCL thing as well, you've got to trust that that person's painted it, and that person's painted it in the time frame and done it within the rules and stuff, because you haven't actually got the physical mini in your hand. And you've just got to trust people, and when that trust is broken, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, doesn't it? Use commas, Pando. You are not tasting me. Yummy, yummy, method. You never know. Panda could be under your desk, like licking your feet or something weird. The scanners were busted anyway, or were they not working when you had to scan your tickets? The scanners to get into the event.
Yeah. They were just looking at stuff and like nodding you in. So.
I know that Wiki D went somewhere. I think it was Wiki D anyway. Went somewhere and had tickets and everything. Oh, I think it might have been when we went to the museum. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, they didn't even look at what she'd purchased and just let her in. And she had purchased the correct thing and was ready to show, but the person on the doors went, yeah, come on. And she didn't even have to bother paying all that money, did I? Could have just wandered in.
Yeah.
Oh, this person wants to offer us something.
Do we want to be famous?
Apparently so. I don't want to be famous. I was too busy painting the mini and I wasn't looking. I know it technically doesn't make any difference. I just find it awful practice. It was. I thought it was completely unfair of them, and not in the spirit of the thing. Yeah. I always paint 360, says Tony. Just don't bother taking a shot of their bottoms, except that mimic. Who doesn't love a nice bit of mimic booty? No, That's right, said Vicky D. Obviously, I was there. I was nearly remembering, wasn't I? Sharon says again, nothing really changes for competition purpose. That comp at least. The front was really well painted. You just hated that, and also the fact that she gloated about it, as if they were smarter than the rest. I think that was the problem, wasn't it? The way that they handled it, and came on and went, no, well I won, and I didn't even paint the back, and you all did all that, and you did great, and it was it wasn't very nice. Don't say hello to wordly dumping Panda. They were spamming us.
So, yeah, definitely. I would go back and play another narrative. I don't want to play a competitive thing, because I looked at some of the competitive tables and it just looked like not a fun experience. Played 9 or 10 rounds as well of 40k. That would have been a bit of a mare over the course of the weekend for the grand tournament. Not my scene. But definitely go and play the narrative events. That was lots of fun. Definitely enjoyed that. But probably, unless they announce some kind of changes, probably wouldn't go back just to look around the event.
You know what you could do? If playing the game was what you were really excited about, you could just arrange yourself to play more games on games night in the shop.
I could.
Seeing as our games night happens twice a week, every single week.
Oh yeah.
You never arrange games, and then you're there anyway working. You might as well play some games, and all you need to do is arrange them in the group.
It is. I'm playing Blood Bowl this Thursday.
But you're in this tournament thing though, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, playing Blood Bowl 7s. So I'm playing against Lizardmen this week. Chroniko says, did any of the armies have glitter? Yes. And, I did see an army that had glitter on it, and I also saw, and we were talking to a chap who'd come from Tennessee with his mate to play in the Heresy event. So they played separately on the Saturday, and then they played separately on the Saturday, and they played in a doubles event on the Sunday. And he was playing as Emperor's Children, and he had painted them in pearlescent bright pink, and they looked absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to paint some brown on this rat. We're going to paint some pink on it first, though, because I said I was going to paint pink. So let's find some suitable pink to paint on the pinky bits of the rat.
So yeah, don't forget everybody, there is no stream from us on Wednesday. We're back here again tomorrow at 6:30. But there's no stream from us on Wednesday because we're not here. But Wicked D will be. I don't know if Wicked D is doing an extended stream or if she's just doing her normal time slot. So I'm sure that Wicked D will keep you all entertained. Oh, Chronica wishes they'd gone now just to see those. You met some people, didn't you?
I met some people, met a couple of customers, met some celebrity. Don't know why I said it like that.
No, I don't know why you said it like that. And what celebrities did you?
Met Louise from.
Yes. From the social medias where everyone's a different name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Louise from Rogue Hobbies. Met her. Right. Is that too ready? Or is that pink?
Well, it looks like a...
Does that look like a...
I don't look anything now you've picked it up, but it looks like a peachy colour on screen, but I don't know what it looks like in real life.
I think it's definitely too red. We might have to make it a bit more pinky.
Have you not just got a pink?
No.
Have you not?
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of pink.
I used to have a breast cancer pink, but it's not. But it's not here because little Mrs. probably used.
Do you want mine?
Yeah.
Was Henry Cavill there? Says Coderico.
I didn't see him.
Maybe he was hiding behind some of the cosplayers.
Yeah, didn't see Henry Cavill.
Lady P likes Rogue Hobbies 30-second Prism Sword tutorial. Looks well cool.
No, I've not watched that. Apparently it's good though.
Tony's starting on. No famous people like that, Lady P. Not that he told me about anyway. You know,
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
I know that.
Do you?
He's in some of the programs that I watch. Don't think he's in any programs. Pound Shop Henry was there. Yeah, Pound Shop.
Who's Pound Shop Henry?
Oh, Gizzy, you can't even see your face, mate. Where's your head gone? Oh, Gizzy boo. Gizmo has decided that over here, this is the wheel for the chair, and here is the perfect place to keep his face. Gizzy boo, you're gonna get squished, mate. You're gonna get squished when your dad moves.
Who's Pound Shop Henry? I don't know who Pound Shop Henry is. I met Nick from Grey Primer.
It's kind of a strange little dog nose camera now.
And I met Ruby from Roll One to Explode.
You did? Yeah, some people partook in MLG catch. I showed him the video when he got home that I made, and then I put the people's pictures in the YouTube video that we made.
Oh, you never showed me the
There's
picture.
a wild Pokemon in chat that I've never seen before in my life. Oh, that's well done for making more people.
You never. Danny. Yeah, Danny Dyer.
As Gerald. Who is going to be then? Because
It's Hemsworth's little brother.
Oh, I don't know then. It's not the next season with Henry's not out yet though, is it? Is it June, maybe?
I don't know.
John and Pete caught the weird Pokemon. Asriel says, I now paint competition entries to look good in my display cabinet. That way, if they win, they win. If not, I have a great model. I did try and find Nathan, but did not see him. Oh, he was skulking around somewhere.
Yeah. You were going to show me the picture that one of our customers took when they'd come over to talk to me, and apparently I was too engrossed in my game.
Yes, they took a picture of you. They didn't want to interrupt you. The one that married see, we don't do celebrities. Really, really famous celebrities could literally be stood next to me and I wouldn't have a clue who they were. I'm terrible. The lesser Hemsworth. Oh, dear. So you had a good time, didn't you?
Had a good time.
What else did you see, or that you could tell us about that was there?
I really like the look of nearly all of the new Space Marines that they've shown off for the Leviathan set, apart from the Apothecary, who's got a weird briefcase-looking specimen jar thing, and I don't think that looks right, personally. Doesn't look aggressive enough. I think he should have been modelled either retrieving some gene seed or but I understand that he fulfills a different battlefield role, so just seems a bit weird, so I will end up converting him, I think, so he doesn't have his weird little specimen jar thing.
Asriel says, you like the electric nipple librarian?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's down to the paint job. I'm not keen on. Have you seen the Maw Crusher or whatever it's called, Maw Grunter, like a massive pig with sidecar orcs on it? And I think that's a bit too cartoony, which I realise is a weird thing to say when you're playing as massive orcs riding huge pigs. And
oh yes, it's not real enough.
Yeah, and a massive pink cabbage.
You have got a massive pink cabbage.
But yes, I don't know. I think it all comes down to the paint job.
Sharon says, well, electric, nipple and librarian are 3 words I'd never thought I'd heard together. Have you seen the picture of it, Sharon? They painted it its nipples blue. They're not actually its nipples, but that from the distance it looks like it's just got electric blue nipples.
Yeah.
It's part of its armour. What is there? Is it called something, that bit of armour, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the way that they paint it.
Yeah,
Looks strange.
It doesn't really match the. It doesn't really match the rest of the models, the way that they've painted it. It's obviously they've tried to make it look as if it's casting a psychic power or whatever, and it just doesn't look weird. Just doesn't look right the way that they've done it. But I can visualise it painted without all the fancy effect on it, so it doesn't look a bit bizarre. There you go. Here's some nice bright pink on a
Looks like
rat.
Roland Rat.
Yeah.
Asriel says, I quite liked that. I think the Terminator Captain base size is huge.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like the stern guard, and I like the guys with the flamers. Not quite sure about the pose on the dreadnought. I hope that you can repose it slightly. It looks a bit odd without longer arms, but again, that's down to how people assemble stuff later down the line.
Tony says, Sideshow Orcs? Ooh, I know my next silly conversion. Sharon says, I don't think so. I'm not really into Warhammer. I haven't followed it much, so I hasn't seen the picture. Kuriko says, you don't watch enough 40k stuff, apparently. It's like when they added nipples to the batsuit, says Asriel. Yes.
Yeah.
Why was that? What was that?
I don't know. That was for George Clooney, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So Nathan is painting animals for the Great MLG Brush Off.
Yep.
For last month.
Yep.
For April, which the theme was animals, and he's missed it because he was at Salute and then he was at Warhammer Fest and he's just been busy. So he asked for an extension, and because his wife's so kind, he's now doing his April minis now. But the Great MLG Brush Off May category is fantasy creatures. I don't know why I asked that question. It is fantasy creatures. The Great MLG Brush Off, for anybody that doesn't know, is a free to enter, open to anybody, any age, any skill, any manufacturer model, to paint a mini in that theme, which for this month is fantasy creatures, and then we put them in the Discord, and at the end of the month I make a video of everyone's compilation, and we just have fun painting minis, and we hope that it will bring you out of your comfort zone maybe slightly, or get some of the minis painted that you've been just waiting for an excuse to paint, and it's just for a laugh. So if you haven't already, then definitely join in on the Discord with May's Great MLG Brush Off Fantasy Creatures, and as soon as I get the boys' entry for April, I will finish the video.
I'll get it done as quick as I can. Have you got your little table of who's doing what for the scales?
For the Reaper Challenge League large group,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Cool. Is anybody doing a dragon?
Koroniko is doing that one that I can't say that I painted that time for the diorama. Martharangu.
Oh right, okay.
That one.
But nobody's painting a Ganzrax.
Not that they've told me.
Excellent. Then I will paint that.
You might have to tell me how to spell that.
Yeah.
And I will add you to my list.
Like this, look. AGAN ZARAX.
Who writes their Z's like that? It's a backwards 3. Is that your own?
Yeah, that's how I do my Z's.
That's terrible. Why do I? Who else writes their Z's in such a strange way?
I don't know.
I bet loads of people, everyone's like, yeah, we all do Z's like that. How are you doing yours?
I've been waiting to paint this, and
oh yeah, Sharon did a Rocky. Yes, sorry,
scales is a good excuse. I've never painted a black dragon.
Sharon did a Rocky. I'm sorry, Sharon. You are on my list, and of course I've seen the picture. I just knew that Mr MLG, when he said dragon, wasn't thinking Rocky. That was all. That was my fault. I mean, 80% of the mini is I paint a fantasy creature. Well, you'll be able to enter loads then, Charlie. Have you seen the orc conversion? Koniko's asking Tony, where they all had what? I'm sorry, Koniko. You have written it correctly, and I am just being useless. Have you seen the orc conversion where they all had it of a tank, and when they stood together, it looked like a whole one? So
yes. Yeah.
Bullshit that. I hope everybody understood what I meant.
It's some orc commandos, and they've all got bits of a rhino tank on them, so that when you put them all together, it looks like the tank's kind of in one place, and it says on the outside of it, definitely not orcs, or something like along those lines. And then,
I have heard of it, but I haven't seen it, but I have heard of it. Sharon says, I will submit the axolotl I did today because he's really cute, but I'll wait until April is finished. That was fine. I mean, April is finished, only him up there. I do believe that everybody else has put theirs in, and nobody else that I can remember, please shout if this is incorrect, has told me that they need more time. So as far as
just
I know,
me.
we have everybody else's.
Because you all had to endure several weeks of painting Space Marines while I got everything ready.
Right,
I apologise.
Special announcement. Are we all ready? Are we all sat calmly with somebody near them just in case? Koniko would like to say that they might not pick a dragon. Why?
Holy smokes.
What are you going to do? Did you have anything else? Did Mr MLG just summon a demon? I think so. Well, he was trying to spell out that name for me, yeah. If I turn around now and there's just, I'll have to get Buffy on the case, won't I? That's a lovely dragon, Koniko. Can't wait to see Mr MLG painting it in the last week of June. That's exactly what's going to happen.
No.
That is exactly what's going to happen. Hey, Deathly!
Tonight and tomorrow night is getting these guys done.
Tomorrow night as well?
Well, yeah, 'cause it's 10 minutes to go tonight. So tonight and tomorrow night getting these guys finished. Wednesday night we're not here. Monday next week we'll be starting on the dragon.
I have something in mind for May, brush off, but we'll see if I get my act together and paint it. Oh, she will, definitely. We have faith in you.
When did Deathly sneak?
Well, I said hello. It's all right. It's all right. It's not a demon. It's your child. Stop the press, says Tony. News headlines. Koniko doesn't paint a dragon for me. Hello, small human that is supposed to be in bed.
Asleep.
You made your dad jump. Welfare check. Is Koniko okay? What are you doing? Can't get to sleep. Am I being too loud? No. Okay, you want to say hello to everybody? Hi. Even Gizmo's asleep, but you can see his little nose. Yeah. Your dad is painting some rats, cats, and a fox, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
For animals, you haven't painted anything for the great MLG brush off for ages, have you? Well,
Are you
I
going to
may...
paint a fantasy creature for us this week?
Oh, look, Mrs. dancing too. Gizmo's nearly slightly woke up. So she could dance herself all sleepy, yes. Yes, you're being silly, aren't you? John says hello. Hi. Your dad's been telling us all about Warhammer Fest.
Yep, it was good
Producer
fun.
says you're getting a lot of exercise tonight, Nathan, so I think that's the third time we made your dad dance.
Fourth.
Konica says I have a Kickstarter full of not quite dragons that has just arrived. Not quite dragons. Cool. I have primed these bats, which are for mine and Sharon's RCL. And I have primed my snail, which is for mine, Sharon, and your dad's RCL.
Oh, you could have done mine.
I don't know where yours was. Thrasher snail. This is a mini of the week that is actually going to get painted, everybody.
Yep, definitely. Oh yeah, so maybe I need to do that next Monday rather than doing the
Wild Pokemon. Plussy? Must be a Plussy. That weird thing down there that looks like it's trying to bring in aircraft. It has just appeared.
It's like Pichu.
It is like Pichu.
But on its cheeks it has little red blobs with little pluses and little red hands with little red
Yeah, they can
blob
see it.
ears.
They can see it. They can,
Oh,
see,
top.
it. They can see what we can see.
I know.
Talking about
Ah.
Pokemon,
This is your dad's one.
we've got
Dad's is a different colour to mine.
we've now got Mimikyu plushies.
We have got Mimikyu plushies. Mr MLG's favourite Pokemon is Mimikyu. What's everybody else's favourite Pokemon? What's your favourite Pokemon? What's your favourite? Flareon. What's everybody else's favourite Pokemon? Mr MLG's is Mimikyu, and now we've got Mimikyu plushies, but I won't let him have one because I'm super meanie.
Why not?
Because you don't need a plushie.
It's
I'll get
cute.
you one for your birthday.
You'll have to save up your money and get one.
Yay.
Evie is Wicked D's favourite. I brought Pichu and Wooloo yesterday. Oh yeah, the Wooloo is very cute, and you have you do have one of your very own, don't you? My favourite Pokemon is Pizza. Sharon. We didn't see. It only came in today, Lady P. It only came in today, so no one's seen it yet because the shop's not been open. They're on the website, but yes, Mimikyu is there now.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of others as well. We've got
Oh yeah, we have, but
there's a red and black one. I can't remember what it's
red
called.
and black one. It's the cat, isn't
It's,
it?
yeah, the cat one. Can't remember what it's called.
Litten.
Litten, that's it.
Laughing Pikachu, Litten, Mimikyu, the elephant one, the Phanpy or whatever it's called, the crocodile one as well,
Yeah,
Totodile,
yeah,
and you've got a Score Bunny.
yeah. And then we've also got a couple more that haven't turned up yet, but there should be Sprigatato, is it, or something like that? They're the starters from the new set, apparently. So there's 3: Quaxley, Sprig.
Wicked D said Eevee, and I read out Eevee, but she spelled it wrong. But I mean, like, you know, and so they spelled it again and spelled it wrong. So now for the 3rd time, Wicked D likes Eevee. I have Ghastly, Haunter, and the Gengar tattooed on my leg. Says Lady P. Oh, we don't have any. We have tattoos, but we don't have any Pokemon tattoos.
Yeah.
You have a castle and a knight and a lady.
An angel.
Yes, with big wings and big some other things.
But I've only discovered since I've started playing Magic the Gathering that it's actually the art from a Magic card.
You must have subconsciously known.
Wow.
I have a dragon and some flowers.
2 dragons.
2 dragons, yeah, but I don't think you can count the other dragon because it doesn't look like a dragon.
It does.
Does it? Do you think? I think it looks like 2 dragons then. Well, my bits are different to your dad's. Mine must have broken. My bits of my snail, my bits of my Thrasher snail that attach to its head, mine are broken because mine wasn't boxed. And now that I have looked at your father's bits of his Thrasher snail, they're supposed to look like that. Your dad's is different plastic to mine. Yours is bones black, mine's not. So when mine looks worse, that's going to be my excuse.
Still lighter gold.
Well, mine's black now, so you couldn't tell that it was white.
I think this thing's supposed to be a fox, so it's getting painted Auburn Shadow to make
Auburn
it.
Shadow.
Yeah, as a start
What's supposed to be in there?
for that. Do you think we could get away with painting a cat with Auburn Shadow as
I
well?
would just like you to paint one thing and get it painted.
Okay.
Yes, Coronico says the cat plush Pokemon is adorable. Yeah, Litten is cool. In one of the episodes of Pokemon on the television, the TV series, there was a Litten that was looking after another Pokemon that was ill, and it was Steve.
It was its last evolution that it was looking after.
Oh, right.
Okay. So it was stealing food, and Ash and Pikachu were trying to help it, but didn't understand what it was doing, and were trying to catch it and all sorts of malarkey. And it was like hitting at him and telling him to go away because it knew it needed to take this food back to this other Pokemon, otherwise it wasn't going to survive. And in the end, Ash stopped being silly and actually followed it, and then they all helped each other, and everything was good.
No, because the Pokemon didn't survive anyway. It didn't. It didn't.
Didn't it?
No, it didn't. No.
Alright, okay. Well, the cat tried to help. I'm being told off now. This is why she's normally in bed. I've just typed that into the Final Fantasy chat by accident to nobody. You silly sausage. I have a fairy guitarist, a fairy guitarist. Do you? A broken heart, a couple of butterflies, some roses, and a Pegasus. Is this tattoo chat now? I have a voodoo lady and voodoo dolls running away from her. So there you go. I've forgotten about that one until just seen it just now on my arm. We need to have a birds and the bees conversation with Mrs MLG. I knew what I was talking about because I could see it. You see. Tell them about my other tattoos. Alright, and I have some stars. Are you happy now? Yeah. Oh, told off left, right and centre here. It's also the end of the stream, everybody. Yeah. My other tats are roses, a dragon, some stars, a half-sleeve Alice in Wonderland, a Batman symbol, a flower in my ear. I think that's it. Says Lady P. And
I like Batman.
Some love. Tony says, I have no tats at all. Little Miss doesn't either, surprisingly enough. She did used to draw on me with a biro when she was younger and pretend to be a tattoo artist. So, thank you everybody for being here for our very strange start to a stream and lots of different chat about Warhammer Fest and some painting. Yeah. You painting that cat blue?
It's blue-grey dusk.
A painting of a cat blue for some reason.
Yeah, cat blue.
And you're going back to bed now because you shouldn't even be here. We will see you all tomorrow at 6:30.
Yeah.
Will you stop picking on me? I missed
6:30.
that I was painting apparently.
Little Miss might be here at 6:30 if she wants to join in.
Yeah, but normally you don't want to join in. Normally you'd rather just play on Dreamlight or watch telly. But anyway, take care everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the resubscribes and all you just being absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much everyone. See you all soon.